Yo, what's up, stream?
Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Buckeyes will put total leather and we'll get started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bishop. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone. Did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Lets it fly. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
And it's no good. He missed the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bishop. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here is the Tennessee offense. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. The give to the back. After an explosive run by this ball carrier. And the ball just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's a fumble.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Back to pass on second down. Going to try to get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Offense getting set for first down. Here's the handoff. He breaks the tackle. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Volunteers will hustle to the line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Lets it fly. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. Running inside the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Tennessee!
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
Very often an early onside kick when you have the lead. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Smith. Hits the afterburners. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they cut it to a 14-13 game. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Great job to get down with the slide after getting everything you could.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that
breaks into the open. Touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup of the 25.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
He'll pull it down and run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking for a gap. It's Thomas. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Volunteers heading quickly to the line. Might be changing the route. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Wide open, big play opportunity, hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad.
Into the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. It's complete. complete to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
I'll tell you, you've been running it so well. You didn't get it there throwing on 3rd and short. I might just go for it here on 4th and trust one of my running backs to get this thing done.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. So go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target. You can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Tate. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Dropping back. It's Sayin. They'll throw it to the back on the screen.
I tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more.
There he goes. Ripping through the defense. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. The Buckeyes are on the move. They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Throws to the wideout. Just a hair too much on him from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
And these running backs are used to being split out in high school as a wide receiver, playing 7-on-7 as middle school and high school. You could tell how comfortable he was being a wide receiver near the sidelines. Didn't get nervous at all.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Rushes on him. grabbed behind the line. It's Peoples. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Wants to throw again. He makes a grab. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got to...
Max going for the goal line. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Oh, and it hits the left upright. No good. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Bringing it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Turning it on! Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. Steps away to find some room. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't, and they don't miss that very often. I mean, those are the throws that usually say big plays on. The receiver gets a step, gets open. That's not one that they usually miss.
He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the step off, now they have to deal with 1st and 15.
One back, baby, one back.
The offense changing the play. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Find space on the right. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The Vols come to the line in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Vols can really attack on this 2nd and short. There's the pressure. He's going to take off. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And they missed the opportunity to draw closer, still down by 5. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air, it's Sayin. He wants to go deep. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. And the Volunteers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. State offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good...
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Got some room to run. Touchdown ball! And they turn it into a defensive score.
How about the middle linebacker making a great play? He drops in his zone, eyes on the quarterback. He sees the quarterback throw the football, breaks on it perfectly, steps in front, and takes it all the way to the house.
Leading by one, they'll go ahead and go for two and try to make it a field goal game. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Bringing the heat. And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sacked on the two-point try.
Tennessee, 20. Ohio State, 19.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. That one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Gaylord family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, as we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. They're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Moves around to clear up the vision. Grab near the marker, it's Burks. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And the Sooners are in the red zone.
Let's go! Let's go! On the ready!
Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Taking it the other way. The 40. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can this guy do?
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Ohio State 7, Oklahoma 0.
They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires downfield. Finds a man on the left. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Another big play for this Sooner receiver, dare I say, Hollywood-esque.
Hollywood is right, and that's one guy that comes to mind, by the way. But this offense, it just does what it does. No matter the name, no matter the coach, whoever it is, it's going to be high-flying, it's going to be fast-paced, and it's going to be really good.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. The give to the tailback. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Working on the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Give to the running back.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Under fire. Got out of trouble and throws. Touchdown Sooners! Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And it's no good, and they miss an opportunity to tie. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Oh, they're after him. Got a wide open receiver. Lowers those pads. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. From the gun, Give on the inside. Oh, he's got some space. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Oh, look, Ma, one hand. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the foot.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. This offense needs to put together a scoring drive to keep up, trailing 14-6. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Catch in the middle, it's Lewis.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The Sooners line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Working that left side now. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Obviously, 3rd downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
Snagged in the middle. It's Burks. And he's dragged down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
The short hands, it's Burks. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And the Sooners have their offense in high gear. Give to the running back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Fires left. He caught it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they cut it to a 14-13 game. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory 48 yards and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Tate. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Caught in the backfield, it's Peoples. Breaks into the open. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
At the 45 on his way. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Back to throw. It's Sayin. The sweet feet buy a little time. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, they get him on the zone blitz. Defense did a good job disguising that. This quarterback's going to have to dial in a little bit better as this game goes on, Paul, and make sure he understands exactly what the defense is doing.
100%. Listen, when you can, the more you can do, whether it's zone blitz or simulated pressures, whatever, to give the quarterback different looks. A nice job. Looks like a nice comfy zone. I'm going to have time. No. Linebacker comes flying through the hole, gets to the quarterback, and gets the big sack.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Firing to the right, complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's going to be run out of bounds, and he needed a couple of more steps. They'll turn it over on downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Looking to fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll pull it down. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Using the quick game. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put...
Going for it all. Touchdown Sooners! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own, and the ball is loose on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime.
Hey, camper!
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Now improvising. Touchdown! Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get them to the line of scrimmage and get going. And it's them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead. That gives them tremendous confidence heading into halftime.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. And the Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. Inside his own 50. Let's see how far he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agrees.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
Great job by the defense that time, getting the sack. But no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
Wants to fire on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now. You're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now it's third down. You know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
Buys a little time. The throw. Finds his big tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Fires on the move. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Finds his tight end. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on third down. completion. And they get to him and sack the